and welcome everyone to this week's edition of Self-Care Sunday. My name is Kari Parham. My husband, Dr. Tyler Parham, and I have been organo distribution partners for over 7 years. It's truly been an honorable and humbling experience to introduce people to such a remarkable line of products that can fit their lifestyle and to lead a team of distribution partners that's changing lives every day. I've got my favorite cup of King of Coffee here in my organo tumbler, and I'm excited to share with you today some of my perspectives on self-care. But first, before I do, I wanted to wish all of the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. When you hear the term self-care, what comes to mind? For me, for a long time, it meant doing all of those activities that everyone else seemed to be doing to take care of themselves. Is anyone else with me? For example, that chick on Instagram that's confident and seems to have it put together is always preaching about how she takes care of herself by practicing yoga regularly. So you do it too. Or perhaps that successful businessman that you admire tells you that he can't possibly do what he does if he didn't start each day with 10 minutes of meditation. So you try that too. Or perhaps that mom of 5 well-behaved children whose house is always spotless swears that she maintains her sanity by scheduling bi-weekly dates with her girlfriends. So you schedule dates with your gal pals too. You've done it all. Gardening, running, bubble baths, reading, the list goes on and on. But no matter what you try, it just seems like you're trying to measure up to some idea of self-care that doesn't fit you. Let me tell you folks, self-care is necessary. It's not selfish. You do need to recharge, and you do need to meet your own mental, physical, and emotional needs. But you need to figure it out your own way. While yoga and meditation, mindfulness exercises, reading, and gardening can all be forms of self-care and are in fact very effective forms of self-care, each of us has different parts of ourselves that we need to take care of, and therefore a different method of carrying out that cause. In other words, self-care is not one size fits all. Self-care is an individual experience, and for self-care to be effective, just like the slogan of our amazing skincare line, you need to be you, never be someone else. Worthwhile self-care requires a bit of a two-pronged approach, both assessing your mental, physical, and emotional needs. In other words, on a scale of 1 to 10, how am I doing? And then selecting an activity or activities that inches you closer to a 10. You need to evaluate what you truly need. And since each of us is different and unique in our own beautiful way, our self-care routine is going to be different than everyone else as well. Only you can figure out what works for you. The other aspect of effective self-care is that it needs to be done consistently. Consistency. We've all heard the power of doing small things consistently, right? So just like sampling and following up and leadership exercises, self-care is much more effective when it's done on a regular basis. So in selecting a self-care activity that will inch you closer to a 10, remember to ask yourself whether it's an activity that you can do consistently. To help gather activities that real people do regularly and to demonstrate that self-care is different for each person, even for people that seem to have a lot of similarities, I turned to several of our OG family members with a simple question. What is something you do for self-care? Let's listen to what they've got to say.
My name is Dr. Alyssa Angelo, and I've been an OG distributor for a few years now. And one of my favorite self-care activities is going on evening walks with my husband, 1.5-year-old son, and our new puppy, Kobe. Reasons why this is one of my favorite activities is because I get to be outside, enjoy the fresh air, soaking up any last-minute sunshine, and moving my body, but most importantly, spending time with my family.
Hi guys, I'm Megan. I've been with Organo for about 5 years now. As a mom of 3, sometimes it feels very hard to find time for some self-care activities, but one of my favorites, or what has been my favorite for quite a while now, is waking up early on the weekends. While everybody else is sleeping, I get to just relax by myself in my comfy living room chair, enjoy my cup of coffee, do my devotionals, and yeah, just have a moment of me time.
Hi, I'm Jesse Muth. I've been a organo distributor for about a year now, and my favorite self-care activity to do is probably strength training because it's it's a stress reliever and it's just a natural body detoxifier.
Hi, my name is Andrea Glasgow, and I've been an organo distributor for over 7 years now. So, I wanted to share a little bit about self care. So, self care is a continuing journey that I keep finding new things and finding new ways to replenish myself. And I think that that's my biggest thing with self care. I'm looking for a way to fill the tank back up. I have got the amazing opportunity to work in a field where I have so many wonderful people to share with. Love my family, I love spending time with them, but there's always something that I have to do to make sure that I'm ready to give them the best of me. Recently, it's been a lot of journaling, a lot of devotionals, just spending some time on my thoughts, taking this opportunity to reflect that we all have, but really using it to reflect on myself. And then spending a lot of time outdoors from the beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota. So the outdoors is just kind of a salve for some of the wounds of the world. And I really enjoy spending my time out there. So whether it's walking outside, journaling, doing devotionals, or just maybe even catching back up and reflecting with friends too, those are my favorite methods of self-care. And I'll continue to find new ones. I'm an individual and so are you. There's going to be something that's specific, and just look for that way to be filled back up and be there for the people in your life.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kari. I've been with Organo Gold for about 6 years, and my favorite form of self-care is meditation. I utilize guided mindfulness meditation in particular, and I like to use the Calm app or the Insight app to help lead me through those forms of meditation. For myself, I've had a meditation practice for probably a little over 2 years, much more consistent in the last year, and I noticed a huge improvement in my mood throughout the day and just less prone to moments of anxiety. So mindfulness meditation in particular decreases inflammatory cytokines, and it increases brain activity in the areas of the brain associated with positivity and optimism. And if you have a long-term practice, it's shown to help you activate or generate more gamma brain waves, which are the ones that are activated when the brain is basically like in synchronicity, and what you would experience during moments of like insight or like those aha moments. So those are some of the reasons that I love it.
So, what does this lesson in self care have to do with organo? In my opinion, everything. Just like our self care routines are different because of our own unique characteristics and individual needs, our skincare routines, our nutrition needs, and our lifestyles are different. And that's why Organo's product line is so remarkable, in my opinion. From the inside to the outside, Organo allows you to be you. From our gourmet tea and coffee beverages that are infused with Ganoderma, to our delicious shakes, to our luxurious skincare line, Organo allows you to live life to the fullest. And the greatest part is that we get to do the same thing for others because we have such a vast and powerful lineup of products. So in the spirit of self-care and in connection with this message about embracing our differences, I wanted to highlight one of our product lines, Be You, our super luxurious, super effective skincare line that in my opinion has so many characteristics that set it apart from other products on the market. We discussed how self-care is the act of meeting our physical, emotional, and mental needs. Now, when it comes to our physical needs, our aim is to live healthy, vibrant lives. In that vein, what I love about BU is the fact that it's made up of natural ingredients and is therefore a safe and clean option. Now, this is something that people worldwide are looking for as consumers are waking up to the harmful effects of chemicals and toxins in many skincare products. The fact that BU is made up of natural ingredients is a huge selling point, folks, because people do, in fact, want clean, safe options. When it comes to our mental and emotional needs, what I love about BU is the fact that we have an opportunity to offer fun, unique pamper sessions in which we can listen to and truly care for our customers. These pamper sessions allow us to tailor approaches based upon each individual and make recommendations based upon their unique characteristics, skincare concerns, and goals. One way I like to do that is have the customer fill out the client profile sheet, which is available in the back office. From there, I refer to the skin problems and suited BU product sheet, which is also available in the back office. From that point, I make a regimen recommendation and I explain to the client why I'm recommending each product. The smile on the customer's face when doing so, because they feel heard for and cared for, is truly humbling. Another reason why I love these pamper sessions is because they leave the customer feeling rejuvenated, refreshed, and radiant, truly making the pamper session a self-care activity for that person. I want to show you some pictures of a few pamper sessions that we've done in the past so you can get an idea of what they might look like. I can't even begin to tell you the number of times I've heard people say that this is the first time that they really truly cared for their skin when they were introduced to BU. In fact, some people admitted that it was the first time that they ever loved the skin they're in. With that, embrace your differences and those of others, because it's those differences that bring light and life to this world and make it a beautiful place. Listen to your customers. Offer them solutions tailored to their unique needs and their individual characteristics. For when you honor the customer's unique characteristics and individual needs, that approach will set you apart from everyone else. And it's what makes us purposely unordinary. Finally, in the spirit of self-care, be you. Never be someone else. Take care, friends.